Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to your SNHU 107 Learning Community webinar for week 4. This week, we're going to talk all about writing your mission statement and your short-term goals. This will tie both into your discussion assignment for week 4 and your journal assignment. First and foremost, your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is important to us. It is our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible learning environment. If there are aspects of instruction or course design that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible at 866-305-9430. You can also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website. Couple of reminders. SNHU Connect, the First Year Experience YouTube channel, your classroom space, and the webinars are always academic spaces, so be mindful of your conduct. These webinars are not mandatory, not graded. There's no extra credit points awarded, but hopefully you are learning stuff that helps you successfully complete your work and assignments from week to week, and you're having a little bit of fun because that's part of this journey too, right? So before we dive into all of the reminders and to-dos for week 4 and module 4, I just want to say congratulations. Y'all, high fives all the way around. I am so excited for you because you've officially made it to the halfway point of your SNHU 107 term, which is super exciting. So just remember the things that you have put in place to help you be successful. Keep those going these next few weeks. If you have fallen behind or life has happened and you've missed some assignments, this is the time to reach out directly to your instructors, your advisors, see if you can get caught up, see if you can make a plan for your success. They might say no, but the answer is always no unless we ask, right? So really go after you in your best grade and your success here this term. I am so excited to kind of chat through what you guys are going to have on deck this week for week 4. And just remember, always make sure you're checking those course announcements, reading and reviewing them, and checking your university email, because that is how your instructor and the university communicate with you. There's always helpful hints and tips and tricks and reminders for due dates and reminders of how to do things in those announcements and usually in your email. So make sure that you are doing yourself a favor and always checking those 2 spots. Like I mentioned, if you've fallen behind or if you have questions or you're stuck, please don't wait any longer. Reach out to your faculty as soon as possible. Don't hesitate. We want you to be successful, and you can also tag your advisor in there too, so we can both support your success. As a reminder, this is a great time of the term to use your university resources like the SNHU Academic Support writing team and written feedback. It can be great to have an extra set of eyes as you're working on this journal assignment and putting together your mission statement and those 3 short-term academic goals. Remember, you can find them in your Brightspace classroom by clicking on Academic Support, and then it'll bring up the menu and you'll see where you can, I need help with homework, and you can submit your writing right online. So as we start thinking about what is due for this week, you have a discussion assignment here in week 4, but then you also have a journal assignment. The discussion assignment is also going to center around mission statements, the importance of mission statement and goals. So I want to make sure that we talk a little bit about how we define our academic journey. So I want you to think for a moment, like why you're here, why you got started. Why did you fill out the application to become an SNHU student? Remember that, think about your academic journey and the goals that you have for yourself, because it takes a lot of planning, determination, motivation, right? So you really want to think about like why you're here, but also like what you're planning on doing with your degree. Okay. And things that can help you think about why you started this and what you're going to be doing with your degree and why you're going through all of this is, what is your why? So as a reminder, why did you start this? Is this something that you're doing for your loved ones? Maybe you're going to be the first one in your family to earn a college degree. Are you showcasing to your kiddos or children or other people in your household that you can do hard things and what hard work looks like? Maybe you want to change your lifestyle, buy things you dream of. Maybe you're here because you've always wanted a degree in history or psychology or business or whatever it might be. Maybe you need the degree for work to move up at your company or to stay employed with your company and in your career field. Maybe you just want to follow your passion. And for some of you, this is a checkbox for you, because a college degree is something that nobody can ever take away from you. Maybe you're a combination of all of these things, but it's really important to understand, your why for starting this journey and going through this journey, because it'll help you as you put together your mission statement and those 3 short-term academic goals. So your discussion assignment, like I mentioned, Initial post due Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Peer responses, so your classmate responses, minimum of 2, always due by Sundays, 11:59 p.m., but you can do those earlier. It's going to center around your mission and your goals. So make sure you get your discussion assignment completed. But your journal is where I really wanted to hone in because it can also help you with your discussion assignment. So your journal, you have a template again. So as a reminder, you are highly encouraged to use these templates. It makes it a little bit easier because you can open them right up and you can type right in them. If you don't have Microsoft Word, remember you get Office 365 for free as an SNHU student, and you can find that underneath Online Student Services. Scroll down about halfway and you'll see Office 365 and other software. Click the blue, gets you to where you want to go, and follow the download instructions, okay? So with this template, you open it up like you have previously done in your week 2 and in your week 3 journal assignment. You're going to open it up and you can type right in it. So I wanted to just show you that you are going to have an academic mission statement, and there's 3 parts to that academic mission statement. But when you write it, you're not answering each question separately. You want to put it all together into one paragraph, okay? And then you're going to have 3 academic goals that relate back to your mission statement that you're going to list. So goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3. But then you're going to include how and why these goals will help you be successful in achieving your mission statement. Okay. So it's really important to know that you have this. First, you're writing a mission statement, and you want to make sure that you answer all ABC, these 3 questions in that mission statement. So just have one paragraph. And then the second part of this assignment is listing 3 goals. And then like how and why these are going to help you be successful in achieving your mission. Okay. I just want to kind of run through that really quick. So let's start with our mission statement. How do we write it? What do we do? First, you want to think about it. What is the purpose of your education? So like, why are you here and what degree are you getting? When might you graduate? So just, you can always check with your advisor for like a more, a better date, like the exact date. But I always tell students, if you're planning on a bachelor's degree, let's say like 3 to 5 years from now. If you're planning associates, maybe like 2 to 4, just as a ballpark number. It doesn't have to be perfect. So what degree you're getting, when you might graduate, and then what career or profession are you going into? And then what are you going to do with your degree? Okay, so think about those questions, and then you're going to put together your mission statement. And there is examples of these mission statements and goals in Module 4. There's an actual example. So you'll notice that here's an example of a mission statement that somebody wrote. So you do not want to copy this verbatim, but it gives you a great foundation for you to kind of plug your own stuff into. And it gives you an example of what your mission statement should look like. So you are not answering those 3 questions separately and then writing a mission statement. You're putting it all together into a paragraph. Okay. So for example, you could write it this way. My academic mission is to successfully complete a bachelor's degree in business administration by June 2024. I hope to use the entrepreneurial and management skills developed in my degree to open my own business in the online retail market. Through my business, I hope to provide goods and services to the public while maintaining a profitable living so I can spend more time with my family and support my children's future education. So this student answered, what degree are they getting? They're getting a bachelor's degree in business administration. When are they getting it by? June of 2024. What do they want to do with this degree? Well, they want to open up a shop, right? Like an online store through using the skills that they got with their degree. And then why do they want to have their own store? Why do they want to have this degree? Because they want to like sell things to the public, but they want to be able to spend more time with their family and support their kids' education. Okay. That's a quick example, and it answers all the necessary components of the mission statement that are outlined in the template. A little bit different, but still answering all the questions. This one's written this way. My academic mission is to successfully complete a bachelor's degree in English and creative writing by 2024 and become a self-published author. I intend to use my creative writing skills to become a leading writer in adult fiction and screenwriting while maintaining my position as a publications editor. I wish to participate in bettering the world through creative works that influence people to be passionate about literature and reading. So different, right? But this student still says, what is their degree? They're getting a bachelor's degree in English and creative writing. When are they going to get it by? They just said 2024. They didn't have the month. That's okay. 2024 is just fine. What do they want to be with it? What do they want to do with their degree? What do they want to be when they grow up, right? A self-published author. And then what do they want to do with their degree? Well, they want to still be a publications editor, but they want to expand and do a few other things. And then they want to just make sure the world is more passionate about literature and reading. So 2 totally different majors, written just a little bit differently, but it still answers all the question about your personal mission statement. So when you sit down to write this, I encourage you, if sitting in front of a computer screen is not your cup of tea, then get out the good old-fashioned pen and paper and write down, like jot down what you're doing. So for example, Like maybe you're getting your degree in business and you actually want to stay working for the same company that you're working for. You're going to graduate here in a couple of years, let's say 2026. So you're going to get that bachelor's degree in business. You're going to graduate in 2026. You want to still work for Kellogg's cereal company, but you want to move up the management chain and you want to manage your own department. Plus, you want to be able to buy your first house, just as an example. Okay. The biggest thing is this gives you a great foundation for how to put these together. Just remember, don't copy them verbatim, but you can plug your own information in because it'll give you a great starting point. So that's your mission statement. The other part of your journal assignment is short-term academic goals. So these are basically action steps, things that you can do in the next 3 to 6 months. So remember, short-term is within 6 months. So it's not a year from now. It's not 4 years from now. A short-term academic goal is not getting your degree. That's your mission statement. Okay. So short-term is within 6 months. So it's literally just action steps for your success that directly tie into your mission statement. So you want to think about what you will do, how you will do it, when you will do it. Okay. So when you write these, just make sure, does it answer like what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and when I'm going to do it? It just helps break it down a little bit. So here's a couple of examples. Here's an example of a week one. I'm going to start there first. I will submit my work on time. That's a great goal. But what is it missing? It's missing the details, right? Like submitting your work on time is awesome, y'all. That's a great goal, but you need to explain a little bit more. Like, how are you going to submit your work on time? Maybe I will submit my work on time by planning out my SNHU time and working to have my assignments turned in by Thursday of every week. I'm going to focus on this for the remainder of this term for SNHU 107. As an example. Okay. You just need those extra details. You can't just say, I'm just going to do this. Like you need to have the how and the why behind it and the when. Okay. So a strong goal, a strong short-term goal, here's an example right above it. My goal is to submit all work on time or before the due date for my first 2 terms by meeting with my advisor weekly and mapping out the assignments and deadlines for my classwork. I'll know I've succeeded in achieving my goal by submitting all my work on time or early. This relates to my mission statement because I must successfully complete my assignments in order to pass my classes and obtain my degree. Yes. So there's the how, the why, the when. Okay. So when you write these, you want to think about things that'll help you successfully complete your mission statement. So submitting your work on time is a great example of a goal, but make sure you explain the how and why and when you're going to do it. Okay. Another example is maybe you want to have a certain letter grade in the courses that you're taking. So you could say, like, I would like to have an A in both of my classes for these next 2 terms, and I'm going to get that A by doing XYZ, right? Are you going to, submit your stuff on time? Maybe you're going to work with your instructor, maybe you're going to ask questions, whatever it might be. Those are just some examples that are out there. For some of you, it might be that like you don't have a study space at home and it's really distracting you and you're struggling with some of your work. So maybe for you, you need to create a study space at your home, clear off that kitchen table a little bit. When are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? And why does this make an impact and help you support achieving your mission statement? So those are just some examples. You need to have 3 of them. And you want to make sure that they can all happen within the next 6 months. Okay. And you want to make sure you just have some of those details of like the how you're going to do it, the why you're doing it, and the when you're going to do it. Okay. So as a reminder for this assignment, you can use the academic support, the writing center coaches. They're amazing. Don't wait until last minute. If you can, really make sure you work ahead on this assignment, get it off to the writing team, let them give you some feedback. Don't forget that short term means within 3 to 6 months. Okay. So put that due date on there. Like, I want to do this in the next couple of terms or in the next 6 months, I want to do this. And here's why, and here's how I'm going to do it and how it supports my mission statement. So just remember, you want to make sure you answer that for each of those goals. Make sure when you are writing that you avoid that text talk, capitalize the word I, spell out the word you, use the correct version of words. These are easy things that happen that can take off some grammatical points. So make sure you guys are paying attention to those. And it can be a little nerve-wracking to put your mission and goals out into the universe, but just remember, it's you and your instructor, maybe the writing team that might look at this if you choose to utilize the writing services here at SNHU. But it's also really exciting and really empowering because it gives you kind of like this little directional map of like, this is what I want to do. And like, here's some steps of how I'm going to get there. So use this assignment to kind of just define, your mission statement and why you're here and what degree you're getting and what you're going to do with it. But then use the goals as like, okay, these are like the 3 things I need to do in the next 6 months to make sure I stay on track. Okay. So put this assignment to use for your everyday world. Okay. It's helpful to have this written down and kind of remember, like, okay, I need to make sure I'm getting my assignments in on time. I want to have a certain letter grade, A or B, in these classes. And like, how do I stay on track to do that? Or I need to, do this outside at my house to make sure that I have a study space, whatever it might be, whatever those goals are, just make sure they tie together and you explain the details. If you get stuck, please let us know. Reach out to your instructor. We want to support your success, and you can always pop a question in the learning community too. But the biggest thing is you guys made it to the halfway point. We are so proud of you, and we're so excited to have you as part of our SNHU family. And just remember, take a big old deep breath, just breathe. Get your mission statement and goals written, finish up your discussion. So turn in that journal assignment and your discussion for week 4. Celebrate that you made it to the halfway point. And just remember, you got this. Have an amazing week 4, y'all. And I'll see you in week 5.